Little Red Riding Hood. A fairy tale by Charles Perrault. Once upon a time, there was a little girl. Her mother loved her dearly, and her grandmother loved her even more. For her birthday, the grandmother gave her a red hood. From then on, the girl wore it everywhere. The neighbors even started calling her, "Look, here comes Little Red Riding Hood." One day, her mother baked a pie and said to her daughter, "Go, Little Red Riding Hood, to your grandmother's house. Take her this pie and a pot of butter, and check if she is well." Little Red Riding Hood got ready and set off for her grandmother's house. As she walked through the forest, a gray wolf met her. "Where are you going, Little Red Riding Hood?" asked the wolf. "I am going to my grandmother's house, bringing her a pie and a pot of butter." "And where does your grandmother live?" "Far away," replied Little Red Riding Hood. "In that village, past the mill, in the first house on the edge." "All right," said the wolf, "I want to visit your grandmother too. I will take this path, and you go that way. Let's see who gets there first." Saying this, the wolf ran as fast as he could along the shortest path. Meanwhile, Little Red Riding Hood took the longer road. She walked unhurriedly, stopping to pick flowers and make bouquets. She had not even reached the mill when the wolf had already arrived at her grandmother's house and knocked on the door. "Knock, knock. Who is there?" asked the grandmother. "It is I, your granddaughter, Little Red Riding Hood," answered the wolf. "I have come to visit you, bringing a pie and a pot of butter." At that time, the grandmother was sick and lying in bed. She thought it was indeed Little Red Riding Hood and said, "Pull the string, my dear, and the door will open." The wolf pulled the string, the door opened. The wolf rushed at the grandmother and swallowed her in one gulp. He was very hungry, having not eaten for 3 days. Then he closed the door, lay down in the grandmother's bed, and waited for Little Red Riding Hood. Soon, she arrived and knocked. "Knock, knock. Who is there?" asked the wolf, his voice rough and hoarse. Little Red Riding Hood felt a little scared but then thought her grandmother had caught a cold and replied, "It is I, your granddaughter. I brought you a pie and a pot of butter." The wolf cleared his throat and said in a softer voice, "Pull the string, my dear, and the door will open." Little Red Riding Hood pulled the string, the door opened. She entered the house, and the wolf, hiding under the blanket, said, "Put the pie on the table, place the pot on the shelf, and come lie down next to me." Little Red Riding Hood lay down beside the wolf and asked, "Grandmother, why do you have such big hands?" "To hug you tighter, my dear." "Grandmother, why do you have such big ears?" "To hear you better, my dear." "Grandmother, why do you have such big eyes?" "To see you better, my dear." "Grandmother, why do you have such big teeth?" "To eat you faster, my dear." Before Little Red Riding Hood could even gasp, the wolf pounced on her and swallowed her whole. But fortunately, at that moment, some woodcutters were passing by the house, carrying axes on their shoulders. They heard the noise, ran inside, and killed the wolf. Then they cut open his belly, and out came Little Red Riding Hood, followed by her grandmother, both safe and sound.